soft, whispering voice. She let go now. Set down the day, let your shoulders drop, your breath slip. Feel the gentle hush of twilight wrap around you like a velvet cloak. Outside your window, the stars are just beginning to blink awake. Dot, dot, can you feel them watching? Kind and distant, as if keeping you company. You are safe, you are warm, and now you can drift in your mind's eye. Picture a quiet riverbank. Dot, the water is smooth as glass, only stirred now and then by the whisper of a breeze. Crickets sing softly from the reeds. The leaves in the tall trees murmur, low and rhythmic, like a lullaby hummed by the forest. Tonight, we travel to a faraway place, a time of castles and cloaks, where stories were gold and music was magic. Our story tonight begins beneath the silver moon, with the softest strum of string. Our story sets sail at the edge of a winding river, beneath an open sky pricked with stars. There upon a mossy stone sits a bard, a traveler, a weaver of tales. His cloak is worn, dusted with the miles of many kingdoms. But his eyes are up, his eyes hold galaxies, like he's seen every sky the world has to offer. And in his lap, dot, 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 rests a lute, but not just any lute. This one gleams like the night itself. Its wood as black as the shadow between stars. And inlaid across its face are slivers of pearl and crystal, tiny constellations, each one carved by hand. A story in itself, the Starry Lute. They call it an heirloom passed from bard to bard, a vessel for song and story. He begins to play, softly at first, like a secret being whispered to the river. The notes shimmer, they drift across the water and rise into the air, joining the hush of the evening wind. They don't demand your attention. They invite it, dot, 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 gently. As his fingers move, slow and sure, the bard begins to hum. And then dot, 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 he sings. Not in a voice loud or commanding, but one as soft as moonlight on your pillow. Long roads I wander, under star and tree, with tales to carry and songs set free. He smiles to himself, feels the stars have always been his map. And songs are the way he survived. In the medieval world, bards like him were not merely musicians. They were messengers, memory keepers. They carried news from village to village, weaving truth and legend together like threads in a tapestry. Sometimes they'd warn of danger. Sometimes they'd praise a noble's bravery. And sometimes, like tonight, they'd simply sing to soothe the lonely soul. The fire beside him crackles gently. He's set up a tiny camp, nestled in a hollow near the water's edge. A circle of stones contains the warm glow, and the flame throws golden light across the bark of nearby trees. There's the soft scent of roasting chestnuts, a traveling treat he picked up in a sleepy village where the people sang as sweetly as birds. From time to time, the bard stops playing, not to rest, but to listen to the night, the water, dot, 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 the wind, the wings of a distant owl, all part of the music. He closes his eyes and begins again. This time, he plays an old lullaby, one learned from a child in a crumbling castle by the sea, a tune passed down through generations meant to lull children to sleep. When storms grow wild outside, you might recognize it, not with your ears, but with your bones, as if the music has always been inside you, like a memory from a dream you once had, or a story your heart remembers. Sleep now in moon's embrace. Let the stars weave silver lace. The winds will guard your silent bed, while dreams like petals crown your head. The bard plucks gently, each note a drop of peace, each word a falling feather, and still the stars twinkle in his lute. You wonder, are they merely decoration, or do they really shine? He would tell you, stars belong in song as as much as in the sky. And now, the river flows slower. The trees grow quieter. Even the fire burns low. The bard leans back against his pack, his lute resting across his chest. He watches the heavens above, the same way he did as a child on his first journey. Back then, he thought the stars were notes of music written by the gods. He still believes he sings once more, just for you. Sleep, travel, sleep, sweet soul. You've wandered far. Now, let dreams make you whole. His voice drifts into silence. The lute sings one last chord and rests. And so, dear listener, the bard plays on not always where we can hear him, but always somewhere beneath the stars. Now, let your breath deepen. Let the music stay with you, just behind your eyes. Feel the hush of the riverside. Dot, 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 the warmth of the fire. The stardust in the string. And sleep. Soft whispering continues. You're still there. By the river. Oh, but now it feels lighter somehow. As if the air itself has turned to silk and the stars above are drawing closer. You close your eyes just for a moment. And in that breath, the world begins to shift. The sound of the lute drifts like mist across the water, but the river no longer lies still. It flows upward now, curving gently into the sky. A silver ribbon leading into a dream. The bard stands at its edge, and he turns to you, eyes twinkling as if he's been waiting. Come, he says, smiling. The stars have a song for you. And so, we dream. Your feet are bare, but the river welcomes them. Cool, not cold, like stepping into moonlight. Each step ripples outward, and where you walk, lily pads bloom. Little paper lanterns float beside you. They glow softly. Each one a memory. One flickers with laughter from childhood. Another glows with the warmth of a friend's embrace. They don't speak, but you feel them. The bard walks ahead, and now his lute plays without touch. The strings shimmer of their own accord, each note hanging in the air like a dewdrop suspended. The sky above has no end, just stars, so close you could cup them in your hands. Some dance slowly in spiral patterns, others hum like tuning forks, melodies too ancient to name. In the distance now, you see a tree, alone, atop a floating island of stone. Its branches stretch wide and low, like open arms. Its bark pale silver, its leaves like tiny wood. This is where the bard pauses. He sits beneath the tree, cross-legged. His cloak pulls around him like ink. And there, he plays his most secret song. One he plays not for others, but for the world itself. Hush now, earth. Your child is near. Let their dreams be soft and clear. Give them peace no time can steal. In your arms, let them heal. You sit beside him and listen. Nothing more is needed. No past, no future. Only the stillness between stars and the song of sleep unfold. The leaves of the tree tremble gently. Each one lets go, floating down like feathers. And as they touch the river below, they become dream forms. One becomes a boat, another a lantern, another a quiet cat stretching in moonlight. The bard plucks one final string, and all around you, the dream tree glows. Not bright, no, never hard, but steady. Comforting, like a promise. You are not alone. You are safe. You are part of the music. And now, the bard's voice begins to fade, not because the song is over, but because it has settled into your heartbeat. You can still feel the rhythm in your chest. the hush in your breath, the stars behind your eyes. You lie back on the dream grass, soft as silk, cool as dusk. The river hums nearby, and the lute plays only in memory now. But somehow, you still hear it. Sleep, traveler. Let the winds of starlight cradle you. Let the deep sky cover you like a quilt. Let the night carry you where you need to go. For the bard plays on, and the stars will always sing you home. Soft silence. Then a whisper, goodnight, dream well. And remember, even in sleep, you are part of a story being sung by the stars. And a bar with a lute full of light